What's going on, people? What's going on? Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's great. This is the post-match reaction for Arsenal versus Slavia Prague. You already know what it is. I got to give my reaction. This is Francis from Francis Gunner's Voice. Don't forget, slap up the like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Got more content like this coming your way. Yes, I did miss the preview reaction, but I'm giving you the post-match reaction to the victory that was won by the Gunners. The Gunners on a hot streak right now. We talking about a hot streak. They won 3-0 versus Slavia Prague yesterday with Mikel Merino with the brace. Saka starting it off with the penalty in the 32nd minute, followed by the brace from one Mikel Merino. We got a lot to talk about. This game started off very, very slow. Pretty much the whole entire game, in my opinion, was slow. The open play for both teams was pretty bad, to be very honest with you. It was really, really bad in my personal opinion. But talking about Arsenal in itself and what the Gunners had to do, creativity in that midfield, you can definitely see not having Eze or Odegaard in that number 10 lacked the creativity that would be required going up against teams like this, right? The victory, nonetheless, is what is most important. Getting that 3-point, being a 3-point collector on the road to trying to win multiple titles this season. That's the goal, to win multiple titles this season. Yet to see it, still hoping for it. You understand? So, breaking it down, Ethan Nwaneri in that number 10 alongside Trossard, Mikel Merino, and Bukayo Saka. It just didn't work. It didn't work. For whatever reason, it didn't work. You had both Saka and Trossard on the left and the right. Saka looks to be just as slow as Trossard right now, to be very honest with you. He doesn't look like he lost his pace. He doesn't have that pace that is required to go down that right side and to square the ball in, or to take on the defender 1v1, step over, drag the ball on the inside back onto that left foot and try to find that far corner or try to create an opportunity. Didn't see much of that in this game, to be very honest, which was not good to see. But the creativity that you would need in that number 10 to be able to move the ball from right to left or to find those channels for the number 9 in this case, which was Mikel Merino, it didn't happen. I believe Ethan Nwaneri in that 10, he suffered a little bit. He suffered. They kind of closed down the space. There wasn't much movement, and it didn't really work. Now, you can definitely tell the difference with Zubimendi and Norgard. Yeah, Zubimendi not really going to do much tackling at that high level, but being able to pass the ball through the lines, putting the players in space, you could tell was missing yesterday. It was missing yesterday. Norgard didn't do terribly bad. He didn't cause much turnovers, but nonetheless, in my opinion, he didn't do exceptional for the forward line in terms of giving them the opportunities. Declan Rice going to be Declan Rice. He had a few dead, sloppy, lackluster set pieces, in my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. Talk to me in the comment section. I'm going to talk back. If you reach this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps with the algorithm and it helps with the growth of the channel. And I appreciate it. And I know the people that support this channel will also appreciate you hitting that like and subscribe button. Thank you so very much. Now, I'm talking about the opportunities that Mikel Merino got. I haven't seen Gyökeres have those opportunities. I haven't seen Gyökeres get a ball crossed in from Trossard like that. I haven't seen Gyökeres get an opportunity to put his head on the ball or to get a ball right in front of the goal that all he got to do is put his foot onto it and put it into the back of net. I'm yet to see that type of attack from the Gunners when Gyökeres is up front. When Victor Gyökeres is up front leading that line. And that was shocking to me to see yesterday. Even in a dead game, even in a game that wasn't really full of life, there wasn't much going on, there wasn't much chances happening. Those opportunities, I haven't seen Victor Gyökeres get just yet. But Mikel Merino, credit to him because he got the brace. You do got to finish the chances that you get, and he finished the chances that he got. But at the end of the day, I haven't seen those opportunities that much in one game. 4-1 Victor Gyökeres. So that's something to point out. 2, I've always said I'd like to see I'd like to see Dauman in the number 10. Put Ethan on the right side. Put Dauman in the 10. I think he has the technical ability. I think he has the quality. I think it's time to develop him into being that number 10. He's 15 years old. He got a small body in terms of he's light. He's not very physical. Put him in the 10 so he can get his technical. He can get those passes, over to Gyökeres. He can get those passes to the line. He's going to come in and he's going to be explosive immediately. He's going to be explosive immediately, in my opinion. Instead of putting him on the right side and have him out there trying to create opportunities and slide in, put him in the 10 and let's see what Dauman looks like in the 10. We talked about it. We needed a backup for Odegaard. We got Eze. Eze come in. If Eze's taking a day off and Odegaard is injured, which he always is injured, we gonna need somebody else to be that creative person. Why don't we switch roles? Maybe try Trossard in the 10. Would that work? Not sure. Try Trossard in the 10. And put Saka on the left and put Waneri on the right. Coach got to use the tools that he has for opportunity. In terms of the back line, the midfield was dead. Let's get to the midfield. The midfield was dead, in my person. The midfield did not do what they're supposed to do. The midfield with Rice and Norgard, they didn't give up no goals, but they also didn't do much. They didn't do much of much. They weren't really doing much. Norgard is slow. Declan Rice is doing most of the running. It wasn't good to see. Ethan Waneri has to be coming all the way back into his own half to collect the ball as a number 10, because again, that's where Zubimendi would pick up the ball from off of Saliba or Gabriel's foot, and he would be able to move the ball through the lines so that Eze don't got to drop all the way back, so that Odegaard don't got to drop all the way back and pick up the ball on the other half of the field. So you could definitely see that Ethan running with the ball in space, creating opportunities, not really his strength. Ethan is a direct footballer. You give him the ball, he's going to show his tech, show his skill, and look to score that goal or put his team in an opportunity. But first and foremost for Ethan Waneri is to shoot, then pass. So putting Ethan in the 10, knowing that his mindset first is to shoot, then pass, I can't see how that's going to work. I don't see how it's going to work, and clearly we've seen it that it didn't work. You already know Timber. Timber going to be Timber. He's going to hold it down. He's going to do what he has to do. You can count on Timber showing up at a high level. And Cape did what he had to do. Saliba, the back line always going to do what they do. And Cape had a little bit of trouble with that big 6'7", 6'8" giant of a striker from Slavia Prague, but they did the best they could at taking care of those opportunities that were given. So for the most part, Mikel Merino, he got his brace, but he wasn't really doing much during that game. The game just overall was just not a fun game to watch. Just not a fun game to watch. Boring football. Boring football. But 3-point collectors, we got the 3 points, and that is what matters the most. That is 5 games in a row now that we have won. Going into this international window coming up, we got Sunderland this weekend coming up. So maybe we can go 6 for 6 and collect all them points. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you agree or disagree, like I said, if I can get Ethan Waneri to drop on that right side, put Dauman in that 10, I'd love to see that. Or let's do some experiment. Let's put Trossard in that 10, put Saka on the left and Waneri on the right. We know that Waneri and Saka, they're going to be looking for goal. They're going to be looking to score goals. A little bit more speed. You know what I mean? Maybe Trossard, I think, has the technical ability. He has the technical ability. He has that technical ability. Can he do it? I believe so. But we got to see, and we got to use the lineups that are important to us. On the bench, we had Miles Lewis Skelly, you came in the 72nd minute. Max Dowman came in as well. Let me see. Other than that, and Ben White came in for Trossard. Other than that, we need some more depth on that bench. Because when we have some major injuries, if Rice goes down and for whatever reason, Zubimendi is on a yellow card, he's on a suspension, then our midfield is dead. We got to put Mikel Merino in that midfield. And no, we got to figure it out. We're going to put Miles Lewis Skelly in the midfield. You're going to finally play him on that left side. He's going to play that Declan Rice role. I'm not really sure, man. But let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. Francis Gunner Voice. Like, comment, and subscribe. You talk to me in the comment section, I'm going to talk back. You already know. 3-point collectors, baby. 3-point collectors. Let's go. I'm out of here. Peace and love.